Hello,
Wait till
hello,
we're
hello.
Hang on here.
Yeah, we're not live yet.
No, it's weird.
Connect
Let
the
me go
stream.
back.
Here we go. We're live. Yeah. I see us live now. Yeah.
All right, cool. We're back.
Perfect.
All
Yes,
right,
sir.
welcome back. We is back.
Mhm.
MAG7 stocks trading with Tony and myself. Here we are. Awesome. How you doing, Tony?
Does everybody know what I'm doing well? I'm doing well. Had a lunch. It's awesome.
Good.
Bowl of
Does
pasta.
everyone know what
being
MAG7
Italian.
means? I don't know if they do. I don't know if they know what MAG7
Yeah. Do you know what it means? The
Isn't
magnificent
it
seven.
like a 44 Magnum gun? Isn't that what it is?
Yeah, no, 40% of the market. That's how much all those 7 stocks make up. About 40% of the S&P, at least.
Well, we talk about it all the time. Every day when we go over this, it's like kind of how the ES and the NQ look, or the NASDAQ and the S&P 500 look. So do these stocks. They tend to mirror or mimic, and it's hard to argue which comes first, the chicken or the egg, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is it like, oh, well, I see the S&P move in a certain way, and you look at some of these stocks and the price action and the chart looks almost identical, and you're thinking, okay, well, who's moving what tail is wagging which dog, right?
Yep.
But we're going to get into it here because these are important. A lot of people do trade them, and a lot of people have them as portfolio positions in their, retirement accounts, what have you, and other things. So I don't know. We're going to take it all. I'll start out here. I'm sharing.
Mm-hmm.
You got to get your screen up if you're not.
Oh yeah. Whoops.
But I'll take over here, and we'll start off with Apple.
Share screen.
I can switch over to me. Oh, yeah, that's right. There we go.
There we go.
All right. See, rookie mistake.
That's all right.
I'm kidding.
Stonks. Let's look at the stonks.
Look at the stonks. So here we have, this has been interesting. I'm just going to kind of set the table for Apple, because Apple had made an all-time high back on Thursday, October 30th. And then we had some retesting, almost got to it back Wednesday, November 12th, 2 Wednesdays prior. And so we've been in this consolidation, though. We've had this nice, usually what we didn't get in Apple, like we got in some of these others, is when we made a new all-time high, they had a big sell-off. We didn't have too badly of a sell-off, and we kind of just consolidated here for the last 3 weeks, essentially. And there's a gap further down here, which we haven't got to, which is not a big deal. I just tend to track gaps that are significant moving forward. But what we have here is we've got a breakout again to the upside. We had this 2 weeks ago when we were retesting. We fell back in. This was that big, ugly. Well, we had a couple of bad days, right? Last week was really ugly on Thursday, the big sell-off day. Came back on Friday, and Apple was one of the strongest stocks, if not the strongest stock relative. I understand that it didn't close. It certainly closed higher than where it opened. It was up, but it traded within range of Friday, and the point of control was kind of like where it was on Thursday. So today we have a nice open. We opened in range, but immediately ran up. Or did we? Well, let me see. Did we open high and fell back? We opened at 271.12. Yeah, we opened down low, in range, kind of right on point of control, and we just ripped up to the open. Made an extension. We traded outside of Thursday, which was nice to see, but we didn't stay there very long. We fell back in. So but where do we come to? Well, we came to basically the value area high of Friday. And then found some resistance and came back up. And now we're currently trading above session VWAP, and we're at basically high of session. Of course, what we started to talk about, non-coincidentally, the ES is up there and the NQ is up there at the high of the session as well. So here we are. We are up 1.5% on the day, a little over $4 per share. Apple's looking good. Apple's looking nice. You know, the one thing I will say, Tony, about Apple is that we haven't had the big whipsaw like you'll see in some of these other stocks when we get to them. It's been pretty good. So hey, we're at 275, 65 currently, and all-time highs. $1.50 away. That's it.
Yeah.
That's all it is. So interesting to see where we end up closing today. But I'm bullish on this stock. If you're trying to play this and trade intraday, I would probably wait for a pullback to VWAP, which is currently session VWAP's kind of around 274.35. Let me draw my profile real quickly here.
Approaching the daily high, right?
You're right. Yep. And we're right over point of control. Exactly right. Yep. So, I mean, I wouldn't want to do the breakout because I hate doing that just personally. So I'd like to see it pull back to point of control and maybe VWAP and give you an opportunity to collect another, $1.50 before it breaks up. But that's where we're at with it. That's where we're at with Apple.
Yep. Nice.
Any thoughts you have?
No, I mean, I was just looking through the headlines. I'll probably be looking through the headlines of each one
are good.
just to see.
Yes.
But again, it's like, a lot of these stocks really look the same, kind of. Barring, of course, any headlines that come out respective to the story or the underlying investment thesis, then they might start to deviate in the way that they look just a little bit. But yeah, I mean, that was for Apple, right? What's next on the list? Alphabet? Google? You didn't start with Alphabet.
I didn't because I have it a G. I don't call it Alphabet. I have a hard time calling. Hey, man, it's hard to call Meta versus Facebook. I mean, I don't know what to tell you.
All right, Amazon.
We can let's just go to TMC right now.
That's the ones that everyone's wondering about. Those are the real
look
stocks.
at Amazon. Look at this bad boy. Now this bad boy had a gap up.
Yeah, that was the AI, obviously benefactor of the AI trade a little bit more. AWS and everybody running their platforms. Yes,
exactly. Now I was talking about Amazon because Amazon's had just an absolute crap for the last. It's had the opposite of Apple. It has been stair-stepping down. It's been ugly. We've had lower highs, lower lows, almost every point of control, certainly from Tuesday, November 11th it looked like a stairs. It just looked point of control for the session down until unbelievably Friday of all days after the big sell-off that we had on Thursday and Wednesday, right? Friday ended up coming down to a low of around 215. What was it at? Let's look. Let's get a little more fractal here now that we've kind of set the table. Because I like to look, they got to look where it's kind of been. Friday, we came down to around 215 and 20 cents, right? And it hit that 3 times. So there was some support there, and it came up and it closed near the high of the day. And it was nice to see that not only we closed, the upper distribution because we had kind of a double distribution. Now, this looked exactly like what the ES looked like on Friday. ES looked just like this, double distribution. But where do you know? We're above the prior session's point of control. We're within value area of the prior session. So that was a very good thing. It bode well for going into the weekend. And then what do we do today? We have a nice gap up. We open up outside of range completely. I think 222.58 was our opening print. And immediately on that first candle went as high as 225.17. So we went $2.50 straight up, kept going. We've seen a high of the session currently at 226.79, and we haven't pulled back much. We pulled back to this little consolidation area, still well outside of yesterday's range. So we haven't even come back anywhere close to where we were, say yesterday, I meant Friday. Very bullish on this stock again. All the MAG7 stocks are up in the green heavily today. We'll get to, as we get to all of them, we'll see that. But this is a nice one in the fact that it looks like Apple, except it's just, instead of opening in range, this thing gapped up and it's trading above.
Yeah, and this is where, guys, we're coming back to, the headline stuff, where it's like the headlines will
Yes.
start to make them deviate, and this is really all up on, Amazon set to invest what $50 billion
50
to
billion,
expand
50 billion.
that
Yep.
AI supercomputing infrastructure,
Yep.
and it's
For
for
governments.
government
I
agencies,
know.
which is
I know.
like, okay, all right, that's that government money, those long-term contracts,
Yeah, I
right?
was gonna say it's government money. They're
Yep,
gonna get paid. They won't
yep,
default. It's
yep,
like
yep.
it's like printing money,
50
dude.
billion.
I know.
That is the market cap of what, Exxon? Like,
I don't know, but
yeah,
it's a lot. I
yeah,
mean,
yeah, yeah.
1.3 gigawatts of capacity via new data centers, and they're all going to be in the U.S. They're all going to be under construction starting in 2026, which we're going to be there in 2 months.
Yep.
They're going to have who knows how many thousands or tens of thousands of employees hired. Irregardless of what AI is doing, you still need manpower, right?
Yeah, of course.
And and you need manpower with the construction. So you think of
Mm-hmm.
all the jobs that are going to go into this, from just getting the infrastructure and the buildings up to speed before it's even operational.
Yeah.
So that's great. That's good news for the U.S. economy, and it's nice to see all this stuff coming back home to roost. So it is very good.
Yep. Yep. All those digital.
But yeah,
REITs.
that's the big headline this morning. Is that $50 billion government? Man, that is just government gigawatts data centers. Wow.
Can't stop. Just can't stop. They won't stop.
Can't stop. Won't stop.
All right. Next.
Well, you want to move me through? You want to rush me, man? We got plenty of
Absolutely.
time.
I want to get to the good ones.
You want to get to the good ones? Oh,
the shit caps.
Want to get to the pump and dumps? Well, hell,
yeah, absolutely.
All right, look at this bad boy. Does this okay? Now look at this. Look at this chart of Amazon. Yeah, and then you look at Google. It looks the same, except
no, you got to click Google. Gap. You didn't change it.
Bigger gap.
Yeah.
All right, Google has been really strong.
Yeah.
Google is riding some very good news for a long time. Uncle Warren bought, $4.3 billion of additional Berkshire Hathaway money over the last several weeks, poured it into Google. All Google's done since he's announced it has gone up, 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 up. He's been rewarded. I mean, people think usually Buffett is going to be, more of not a contrarian, but more of a value investor, wait for a deep pullback, wait for, earnings per share to be, oversold, what have you. No, he bought here high, but I think he knew more what anyone knew, because they had just crazy earnings. The cloud service demand, all the stuff that came up last week was very bullish, and God, had a nice day. The one thing I will say, Paul and I were talking about the stock last Thursday here on that big sell-off day. And yes, it went, it went down, no doubt about it, but it didn't go as down as everything else. It was relatively strong, proportionally. And so then it set up for a nice little Friday consolidation, and we ended up closing kind of just in range, which was fine for Friday. And now, if you held over the weekend, you're rewarded by a big old gap up. You're currently trading at almost 6% up on the day, a cool $18 a share. I mean, my Lord,
it's not coming back. It's not coming back.
And it's at the high. It's at the high of the session, and it's still going. You know what I mean? I mean, look at this. This thing's well up. So let me just build a profile, because I want to see where point of control. Point of control is probably above the VWAP. Yeah, it's above the VWAP, but not by much. It's right there. We're above both of it. So, yeah, man. Yeah, I wouldn't short this stock. I wouldn't look to see. I don't even think it'll fill the gap today. I mean, it certainly could fill the gap at some point, but man,
no, it's gone. It's off to the races, really.
We were last week. We were struggling to get back up to $300 a share. We were like a couple of days. We're like, can we get to 295? Can we hold 280? We had all these different scenarios as it was coming down here, and look at where we're at. It doesn't take very long. Just a cool $40-$50 up from where we were. I mean, we were down at 275, almost 276 a share. We're trading dipped into that. So less than 4 days ago. Yeah. So yeah, things move quickly here in MAG7 land. And I mean, that is all she wrote, man. It's just up and up. So yeah.
Oh God. And it is tough,
We'll
guys,
see.
when they all really just
Yeah,
they all move on
it's
the
like
same
pick
headline.
poison.
You know, it's like
That's
AI, okay, up.
I mean, yeah,
That's
they're
it.
all tech, they're all high tech stocks, they're all super
Yeah.
caps, they're all everything, you know, it's like it's tough. Now Meta though, Meta's interesting because Meta's been I've liked Meta for various reasons. I liked it from a value play.
Sure.
And I think you've been on with me once or
Yep.
twice, Tony, where I've talked about this, but I talk about it like a freaking broken record every damn day I get on here because this is interesting. I'm just scrolling way back out a couple months here, but you look at Meta and you say, okay, almost $760 a share was all-time highs back on the 29th of October, right before Halloween, right? Okay. Then we had earnings that came out after the close and just absolute decimation from hell. It dropped a good, I don't know what it dropped. Dropped like 80 points or $80 a share. But it had two downgrades and it had a massive tax bill that they were going to incur in that current quarter. So it was like 115 billion or maybe $150 billion tax bill that had to come off, you know, had to come out of somewhere. So obviously it was going to affect the numbers, although I think they beat estimates, but it was just a tax bill that made it just bad. And then the two analysts came down. So then it just came all the way down. So from 760 down to 580. I mean, almost God, $180 a share.
Yeah.
And I was expecting it when it was down here, which was what, 2 Fridays ago, November 6th, in the first week of the month. I thought, okay, maybe it's going to bottom out. Maybe we're going to roll up because we did a real nice reversal that day, and we closed at the high of the session. And then Monday, it opened outside of the range and it kept going up. I'm like, okay, cool. Maybe the bottom's in, and it held at $600 a share level, right? I'm thinking this is a good buy. Well, it didn't stay there very long and it came down. But you know, the sell-off hasn't been too bad. But again, just like we did back on that Friday the 7th going into Monday the 10th, what do we do here? Friday the 21st into today, Monday the 25th. We open up out of range and we kind of slightly gapped and we're up. Now, can we hold? We're finally back above $600 a share. We're trading nicely at almost $614 a share. Stock's up 3.3%, $20, a cool $20 a share. So for whatever crazy reason, I do like Meta, and maybe just like you say, Tony, because they're all tied to the AI trade. They're all tied to the same headlines. It's just this one got hammered. This one got hammered early, much like Google got rewarded from Uncle Warren, right? It's just interesting. But I like it. I like it. I would buy it. I would buy it today. I wouldn't buy it here at the high of the session. I would again, like a broken record, because the point of controls on all these are at the same right now. VWAP's underneath. I'd wait for a pullback. If we get a nice pullback to get long, kind of like the same way I trade the ES, right? No different. You trade the same way. Doesn't matter what the name is. Just trade the same way. If you find a way that works, you just trade it. But that's kind of how I'm feeling. I don't know if there's any big news. I mean, there's news every day on these things.
Yeah. I mean, I think the biggest headline risk, there's always headline risk to everything, but like the biggest headline risk to Meta is the regulatory side, as it has been for like especially like the last 5 years. You know, it seems like every single day, like
Zuck's always getting called to
privacy
Congress. He's always there.
Yeah. You know, and again, like
Senate hearing
6:30 this morning, right? The U.S. senators call for a probe of scam ads on Facebook and Instagram. You know, so the FTC's involved, the SEC's involved. It's like can't catch a break. But I mean, whatever. I mean, they're citing. Actually, this one's pretty interesting. It's Senator Blumenthal. He's always in the forefront of the news cycle. Cites fake ads impersonating U.S. government officials, and Meta denies that the senator, whatever
fake
the
government officials, like on. Oh my
I have no idea. Maybe they're just like pushing stuff, or maybe they have these government officials. Like, I could see it, right? You get an ad for AI. Say it's
That's
like
the thing.
some sort of
How do you know
stock
who did
pickers
it?
app. Well,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
sure they know who it is. And say it's like Nancy Pelosi, right? She's a huge
Right.
meme on insider trading and
Oh
everything.
yeah.
And they just
Oh
have her
yeah.
like, hey, download this app and I'll tell you what my trades are. And it's like AI, right? It's AI saying it's not really
I
her.
know.
So I guess is the right word really scam ads, but Meta's claiming they've seen a 58% reduction in scam reports. So that's good, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So we'll see what comes out of that. But yeah, there's always a lot of the regulatory headline
We'll
risk
see.
with stuff
We'll
like
see.
this.
It's climbing as we talk.
Yep. Yep.
It's going as the ES is going and Nasdaq. By the way, Tiger, we'll get to your Procter and Gamble. I know you went long. He says he went long an hour ago. Let's see how it goes. I love the fact Tiger's dipping his toes into the equities again.
Mm-hmm.
Johnny boy, don't worry about it. Yeah, I noticed some of the stuff you were mentioning to Adelina. I thought it was CFD, or I thought it was just the SPY. But when you were saying the S&P 500 and the numbers, I knew they weren't ES numbers. Don't worry about it. Let's see here. Top Dog Sally, what's up, man? Been a while. Haven't seen you in a while. Welcome back. Top Dog. Yeah. Tony, look at Tony. Look at who's this guy? Tony's Trade Secrets.
Tony's Trade Secrets.
All right.
Whisper in my ear.
I have to whisper. I have to do it.
Oh God.
Let's move on
Keep on
let's
going.
move on to probably the weakest one on the day. Still in the green. Still positive from Friday. Microsoft's been weak. Microsoft's been kind of ugly. We had this consolidation here on the way down. So let me just kind of show. I mean, Microsoft, we can go way back. This isn't an all-time high in Microsoft. I don't believe. I don't think it is. Maybe it is. Do you know? Let me see. What's the? Can you check the all-time high?
Yeah.
On Microsoft, and let me know if it's like 552. If it was
Absolutely.
back in, I think it maybe was back in June. I thought, but maybe not.
535. I see. Oh, 541.
Yeah, no, this is it. Then. This is the day. This is the day.
Yeah.
Okay, so how I remember how I was talking about how like Apple had an all-time high 2 weeks ago, and it didn't sell off as badly as a lot of these guys do, where there's profit taken. And look at this one. This one just went freaking. It was ripping up. Like, right? You can see these guys buying the news. Had a big gap up, nice, and then nothing to do but sell off. Sell off we have. And we were consolidating. And remember, Tony, I was just talking about how like Meta was kind of like in this pattern where I thought, okay, marker. So Meta was rounding out, right? I was hoping it would start to do this deal, right? And I was thinking the same thing here till nope. Last week took the dump. So yeah, I mean, it is what it is. But I'm only mentioning it because we're trading lower. I'm not as bullish here yet, where I think like Meta is kind of maybe rounded the corner. I don't think we're there in Microsoft. Microsoft has other stuff going on. There's analysts from UBS and Stifel. I wonder if Stifel. That group. Oh, Stifel. Sorry, you would know.
That's the company I used to work at.
I know it is. That's why.
Okay.
That's why.
All right.
That's why.
Sorry about that.
I said it wrong, but I was going to say analyst from. I'm like, is this someone that you know?
Stifel. It is. It's spelled and should be pronounced Stifel.
But it's Stifel. Is it German or whatever? Stifel. Probably.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, anyway,
over my head.
So funny. Yeah, but I mean, we're hanging in there. Like we didn't dip. I mean, we came down. We opened up in range. The low of the day. Let's see. What is his low bar? Low is 468.02. Last Friday was 468.20. Yeah, so we just ever so slightly dipped below, and then we held and we came right back up. So that's good to see. We're currently trading at kind of value area high of Friday, which is also kind of just barely into the range for the previous day, Thursday. So let's see if we can close above here and hold. We're trading at 475. We're still well below that $500 psychological mark, which we need to get back to, I think, for Microsoft here, for some of the bulls to really kind of get back in. But I would stay away from this one. I'm not excited about this. There's better opportunities to trade today, at least. Let me just build my profile here so I have it. We come back, we look at it. Yeah, man, we're underneath point of control too, which is a little weak. All right, Steve. Oh my God.
Yeah, I know.
I'll never say it wrong. I never say it wrong again, Steve.
Good. That's the way that you should say it.
I know.
Let's see.
I know you're loyal.
No, not anymore.
I'm joking. I
One.
totally set you up.
All right, that's enough. I'm not talking to you anymore. We're gonna get Paul back in here.
I know, exactly. All right, NVIDIA looks a lot like Microsoft, doesn't it?
Yeah,
In range, trading the same way. I mean, it's interesting because NVIDIA was just getting hammered last week. Yeah, it was down. God, it got as low as I remember. We were all trading, the three of us, and Paul kept saying, remember you heard him at the end of Friday, like, oh my God, it's down past 174. It's down to 173.
Yeah.
Got as low as 172.93, under 173. Wow.
Yeah. Wow.
So, but we're back. I mean, we didn't gap. We just opened up kind of right where we closed on Friday, and we're trading, kind of hanging on to that, value area high, maybe a little higher than value area high, but we're in range, and I don't know what NVIDIA does from here. Right now, there's kind of, I don't know how you feel. It feels like there's like a negative little slant on NVIDIA right now, but everyone just seems to be picking on it. The news and some of the stuff with Jensen Huang, and
there's that regulatory risk, or just it's not even regulatory, it's just government intervention, right? Where it's like, hey, suddenly you can't start selling chips to whatever country. I mean, we see it in the headline every single day, right? And that's what carries the NASDAQ. That's usually what carries the S&P.
Exactly.
And today we had like kind of the same thing. So we're up for at least today, but the underlying story with NVIDIA is, I mean, go out how many quarters?
We're up, but yeah, let's go out. Look at this. It's been weak, man.
Yeah.
It's been weak.
Yeah.
Been weak the whole month since late October. We had this gap up. I think this was the earnings. This was the, what was it, Thursday the 28th. They reported at the close. And I remember this day because frickin' they came out and the ES was ripping through settlement like nuts. And so, yeah, we come up here, makes a new all-time high. It sold off the next day a little bit, profit taking, understand. It tried to reclaim it after the weekend. So it gapped open on that following Monday, almost got there. And then after that, it just been sayonara, man. Down. So, and this is part of what we were seeing with some of these other stocks at that point. It was kind of like the narrative. Maybe it was overdone. Maybe everyone was waiting for that November 19th earnings to come out. Whatever it was. Was it November 19th NVIDIA? Yeah, it was. That was it. So, I mean, just it is what it is. I mean, it's still up. It's still up 1.8% on the day. So it's not, not nothing, but
no, I know
it needs to probably get above this channel here where I think $190 a share is probably the mark, kind of like right here. It needs to get up there, and then we could try to make a move to 200 again. But I mean, we'll see. We'll see if it can get above here today, or if it may just consolidate, just kind of trade within where we were Friday. So we'll come back and we'll take a quick glance at all these guys before we're done with the segment. But let's go to the bad boy, the big boy. And this is the big boy of the day, up 7%. Was up 8% at one point, starting to round over a little bit. But boy, nice gap up and gone. This is a gap and gone.
Seriously.
This is a big ripper. I mean,
this one is, again, so many headlines, so much,
yes,
positive news, negative news. It's whipsaw,
never ending,
all around.
Never,
and then of course you have to deal with the ego of Elon Musk and all that other stuff that could just send the stock price tumbling. But yeah, I mean, Tesla. I don't even know.
I have a hard time. I would have I know, and I would have a hard time trading this. And Paul talks about it all the time, because you look at it and it's just like, unless you're carrying overnight and you benefit from these open gaps or what have you, there's just, look at this, too much. By the time you get into this trade today, let's say you want to get long. Okay, cool. You get long, but you've given up all that opportunity from where it closed on Friday. And yeah, you can get here. You got to get here early and you got to ride it. But if you wanted to get in here, the move's been made. Most of the move's been made potentially. So then, it's like, to trade it intraday, it's tough. We're rounding the top of where we're at the high of the session. And unless it pulls back substantially, like $5 down in a VWAP, I wouldn't look to get long. I wouldn't look to short this for any reason. I would not fade this move today.
Yeah.
I just, but yeah, like you said, headline. I mean, let me see. Is there anything else? No. So didn't Elon say? Didn't he commit to buying, like, I don't know, so much new chips from NVIDIA, like this H200 chip, or was it something like that? I want to say, I think it's like the H200 for. I don't know if it's for the cars, maybe for the robots.
Yeah, I think that was who was covering that. I mean, of course, everybody started covering it, but I think it was printed in Barron's, something like that. They're going to use it for a lot of stuff. They're going to use it for the robo taxis, the energy storage system, obviously the self-driving cars,
which makes sense.
All that type of stuff. I don't know which processor or chip it is. I guess chip.
I don't know. How do you keep track of all these things? I don't even know. I mean, they're just
I know, but
they're all like they're like mini supercomputers. These things, right? They're just so it's crazy.
I mean, it's just one of those things again where it's just they're aligning themselves even more with AI, the chips business, and all the same stocks, right, that we talk about. They're all that have each other's hands in each other's pockets almost.
That's right. That's right. Exactly right. It is.
But we'll see. I mean, we'll see. Obviously, they're rolling out different products other than just the cars and the EV batteries and stuff like that. But they're getting into the humanoid robots, right?
Crazy.
The humanoid robots. They say in 2026 they're going to have their biggest production of humanoid robots ever. And I guess the cost that a lot of these companies that make humanoid robots, the cost is like $20,000. That's it. For $20,000, you too can have a
new wife, or mistress, or girlfriend, or whatever you want, and everywhere you get
put a face on it. You can do anything.
You see what they do in Japan with some of it? There you go.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah, there's a company that approached me about that type of stuff. They're like, we can actually put any face onto a product. And
are you joking?
No, this is like 3 years ago. Yeah, this is during COVID.
Okay.
Yeah, this is during COVID. The dolls, just a doll.
Like, well,
mix and match, all that stuff.
Air not included. You don't need air anymore.
No,
you just need battery. You just need to charge it.
Yep, pretty much. You just got to charge it and clean it, I guess. Take it out back and spray it with the power washer.
I don't know why you want to clean it, but we're not going to go there.
Yeah.
All right. Well, yeah. So that wraps up our magnificent seven.
Yeah.
Let's look at
EMC.
No. We're gonna take care of Tiger.
Oh, Procter and Gamble. Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta take care of Tiger.
Consumer staples.
Dang, Tiger Tiger bought the dip.
Yeah. If you loved it at
Tiger bought the
150.
dip. Tiger, what did he say he got in at? Did he say?
He said he just
just
bought
said
it
he got
an hour ago.
An hour ago. Okay, so all right. Well,
Yeah.
let's look. What's an hour ago? Where are we at? What time we're at?
What was going on with PG? Why the sudden?
He's been looking at PG. I don't know. He's been looking at it. Probably just blue chip consumer stock. It's probably if all hell breaks loose, it's probably a good stock to hold. They did well during COVID.
Oh no, yeah, they did a secondary offering. It looks like. Why did they do a secondary?
They did?
They need the cash.
Last week or when?
October 27th, I see.
4 days ago. Oh, October 27th.
Yeah, October 27th. They did a debt offering in 2 parts.
Okay. Well, interesting. October 27th.
This is the one I'm sharing. Yes.
Okay.
Oh, I get it. All right. So yeah, I mean, Procter and Gamble, going back to the headlines. Yeah, they had earnings, EPS growth, negative EPS growth for the full year.
Negative. Wow.
Yeah.
What's
tough.
So what you said, October
27th, they launched this $1.2 billion debt financing offering, but it looks
interesting because October 24th they had it. Was that their all-time high? October 24th had a massive
that's usually
spike and pull back.
That's usually when you want to do it, right? Stocks at the all-time high.
I know. But look at this. They came to what was the open?
Yeah, it looks like it wasn't a dilutive secondary.
157.33.
Yeah, it looks like it was just a debt offering. 7-year notes.
Okay.
750 million there. 10-year note, 500 million. So there's some long-term financing essentially.
Is this a secondary offering? Is a
secondary offering is essentially
corporate.
Diluting. Yeah. You're issuing more shares, selling more shares.
Mm-hmm.
And to obviously take in that cash. But yeah, and now today, Procter & Gamble down 2.5%, just has a rotation back into tech today, out of defensive names that are in obviously food and staples, consumer staples, like Procter & Gamble. So yeah, just a rotation. I guess we take
Friday did
higher.
Yeah, no, I guess. Friday did. This Friday So Friday closed kind of at the upper end of the range, and then today we opened in a gap down.
Yep.
So, but yeah, if you're bullish on the stock, it's or if you already own it. I forgot if Tiger said he already owns some. Maybe he's dollar cost averaging and just adding more.
Yeah.
Not bad. I guess.
It still seems like a pretty good
He
setup.
holds though, and Tiger holds longer. He swings, so you're going to do that. Then it's probably a good play.
Yeah, it seems like, just from, my days on the desk, it went up as quick as it came down. So that's probably just that institutional flow. Obviously, things are getting really hairy Thursday, Friday last week, where it was seemingly like we don't know what the hell is going to happen with the market. Are we really doing this and just going to go down?
Yeah, we thought the sky was falling, right? We didn't
Exactly. So it's just kind of that institutional flow that's got to move into something safe. And then, of course, move out once Lutnick and everybody else from the government starts pounding their chest, saying, guys, this is just the low. This is the low of the market. We are going to rip into 2026.
It's transitory, as Janet Yellen famously said.
See.
It's transitory.
Yeah. Isn't Powell done in May 2026 anyways?
Yes, he is. He is.
So that's probably another thing that the White House is banking on. Like, dude, we're getting this guy
Trump
out.
Trump was saying stuff last week in the Oval Office when he had some people. He was just like, Powell's the worst ever. He should be gone. He should have been gone a long time ago. It just he never stops pounding that drum.
Yep.
And Johnny Boy likes this trade too on Procter & Gamble. So he says it looks really good. You're looking at the demand zone setup. What would your holding period be, Johnny Boy? Like, are you intraday? Are you longer on any of this? Just kind of curious. And if you trade this differently than you look at trading the CFDs, I guess, that you do.
Sure.
Just curious.
Let's see. But yeah, I mean, that's a really good one. Guys, any other names that you want us to look at, please throw them in. Throw them in the chat.
All right, I'll throw up the damn. I'll do it. I'll do your thing. I'll do it for you. Don't say I don't love you. Don't say I don't love you.
Show me.
Jesus. You bought in at 620. Hey, you're getting back a little bit. You're getting back a little bit. It was rough. It was rough last week.
Yeah, it was rough. We were getting down into the fours. It's so headline. It's so much headline risk. It's so headline driven.
You're up almost 2% on the. You're up almost 2% of the day.
Yeah. So. All right. That's good. That's good. At least it's not down. I mean, this is one of those things, guys, where it's
buy
like
some BHP or something. Buy some Billiton or whatever.
No, I need something way more speculative.
I know. I see. I know exactly.
I need this thing to rip 200%. That's all. You know. You turn 25
generational wealth, folks.
That's it.
Generational wealth.
Listen, you're not going to get there by trading scared or by buying $1,500 worth.
You're right. In fact, real quick, and this is not any trading advice necessarily, but it's one thing to say this. It maybe applies more with equities than futures or options or any other levered product. I read an article yesterday morning about, I forgot who printed it. It was talking about Warren Buffett and Charlie Munger, and they were talking about just kind of how has Buffett changed his investing strategy since Munger died, right? Mm-hmm. And they were talking about how what Charlie Munger really did and how Warren was, he was like, hey, if you like a stock, if 6 things on our list look great and we love it, buy it and throw a lot into it. Don't over diversify. Like all you need is 5, 6, 7 stocks in your portfolio. Yeah. That's all you need. Mm-hmm. And they're saying, hey, like 85% of Berkshire's wealth comes from 6 holdings.
Yeah.
And what did he do? He just added more to Google, which was actually not one of his top 6, but I think it may be now.
Yeah.
He only had like 1.3% prior to buying 4.3 billion of it. So I don't know where it changed in terms of the percentage allocation, but it's just one of those things where if you like a stock and you're here for the long term, you like the underlying and you like the management, of course, and you like the fundamentals, you like the sector, what have you. Hey, why you look around for more to spread out? Just go in hard, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
So,
I mean, I can't even think about, how many stocks. Well, I can't think about how many stocks have totally imploded, but I can also think about, the many, many stocks that are out there, 6 out of the last 10 that I picked that are like, you're up like 300% or 150%. It's like, you should just put everything into that. And then you wouldn't be having to constantly go back to the drawing board to research, right? Look for another one. Because, I get it, guys. Like, right, it's tough. But if you're trading your retirement account or you're looking for investments in your retirement account or just some big nest egg in a brokerage account, like, you make 15% on 10 grand, $1,500 in 6 months.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's good. But it's not going to change much because then you'll do some stupid shit like an options play and you'll spend $1,500 and it'll go to zero. It's like, okay. 2 steps forward.
You can definitely over diversify yourself to death.
Oh, sure. Absolutely. And that's the other thing, guys.
Like you said, when anything moves, it doesn't move enough for you to benefit from any, like you just said, oh, hey, it moves 15% or it moves, I made $1,500, but can you imagine if we had more size on?
Yeah, of course. Absolutely. Absolutely. And that's really where you start sitting back where it's like, okay, like I'm understanding the investment thesis here. I'm understanding the business. I understand what they have to do to execute. You buy a stock, say it goes, bad quarter down 3% in the overnight. It trades just, maybe down another 2% in the next month and a half, like you're down 5%, whatever. You reassess. It helps you to also sit on your hands, I think, when you have more size, right? Because you're like, listen, if you start really to believe in this company and you really start to look at the balance sheet, look at how they're executing, look at what the management team's doing, all that type of stuff, then sometimes you can have even more confidence or conviction in a stock when you have 100 grand in it, rather than just, put 10 grand in here, screw it. I don't care about what happens, So sometimes more size. That's a very good point. Yeah, it gives you more conviction.
Yeah, and getting back to Johnny Boy when I was asking about Procter & Gamble, I'm intraday trader. I trade swing with fundamental data like COT report, right? Seasonality evaluation sometimes. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All
That's
right,
awesome.
cool.
There we go.
Very good. Thanks for the feedback.
What's one
Anything
stock
else,
that
Chad,
you're
you
in,
guys want
Darryl?
us to look at? And make sure you like us and subscribe.
Yeah, like, subscribe, share.
Exactly.
Turn us into
We
reels.
only got 5 friggin' likes here.
Come on. There's more people in the
hell?
stream than that.
Only a few more.
Because people don't like
The
us.
thing is, can we switch from one? I think they haven't found us. That's the only problem.
Yeah. All right. Let's see here.
I don't know what else you want to look at.
What's a stock that you have that you've been near and dear to your heart?
Well, I have more blue chip stuff. I have REITs. I have GE. Let's look at GE. I look at it enough. I don't want to look at it every day because I look at it every day. It just gets me, you know what I mean? Like, wait.
Yep.
I don't want to see it. I try to do the Warren thing. Don't look at it too often. Yeah, GE's been hanging out. It's okay. It's not. I mean, the thing is, when you leave the AI stuff, everything else looks blah. So much of the market looks just. I mean, whether it's materials or whether it's industrial stocks or anything, it just. I mean, I don't know. I used to do the biotech stuff like you do. I used to do all that. Crap. I don't anymore. Thank you. Yeah. So, I don't want to look at GE unless someone out here. I mean, it's fine. It's up. You know, I feel like a lot of things are up today just because, again, you know, the ES is having a good day. NASDAQ's having a good day. Yeah, anything these are all components, you know, Dow components or what have you. It's just, I don't know.
Yeah.
What else should we look at? Let's see. Let's look at, I know what I want to look at. I definitely want to look at, let's look at strategy. Since we talked about Mr. Saylor, since we talked about him earlier, and we hammered him, we nailed his balls to the wall, but we got to do it again. Oh, man. Yeah, it's coming off the doldrums, rolling up a little bit, maybe. Yeah, I don't know. MSTR is up 4% on the day. What's Bitcoin at currently?
86, is it?
88. 88.
Oh, wow.
At Coin Market Cap on Coin. Yeah, it's been pulling out of the weeds a little bit. So it was 85, 86 like an hour ago or so. So it looks like it's going. Maybe these guys will push it up to 100. Who knows? Crazy. It's so freaking crazy.
I'm surprised it's not down even further. MSTR.
I know.
I mean, that's really when you wish that this guy didn't talk up MSTR and the Bitcoin positions and all this other crap. It's like, just let people figure it out on their own.
Totally. What is Palantir's stock? PLTR.
Yep.
Palantir. Look at this bad boy. Like Tesla, up 6+%.
Yeah.
After getting just drilled for the last month. Just absolutely drilled. This stock was, man, it was trading not too long ago, beginning of the month, Tony. It was like November 4th, November 3rd. It was $208 a share. And then last week it was at 150, 145.
Yeah.
Just a nice, cool 28% or so, 30% drawdown in 3 weeks.
Yep.
3 weeks, man.
Yeah, the biggest, I mean, they're probably the biggest AI name so far, right? Like, totally tied to it. Absolutely. Can't do anything about it.
Absolutely.
So, oh my gosh.
But, I mean, you know, I don't know. I mean,
you got to zoom out and you got to see how much they're up.
Oh,
so does it really matter when it comes down to it?
No. You know? Unless you bought on Friday. then you're looking good.
Yeah. If you're getting in late, right? Maybe.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. What else are we gonna do here? Let's go back. Let me just let's do a rundown. Tiger says his PG is close to moving stop loss to break even. Okay, good. Yeah. Good, man. So Tiger, how long are you going to hold this thing then? If you're going to go to break even, then you're probably not going to give it much legs. You're probably, or I guess if you just want to capture a move, you're just going to go to break even and just sit there. I guess that's my assumption.
Yeah.
But let us know. Let us know. Zandra Fritz, new to the channel, loving the information. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you. Be sure to like and subscribe. It goes a long way. We're doing giveaways here. We'll keep you in and up to date.
Absolutely.
Lots of good information.
Yep.
And we're going to get back to, we're going to do everything here. We do a little Forex. We do a little futures. We do a lot of
one-on-ones.
We do a little equities like right now, Tony and myself. We do some one-on-ones. We do all kinds of fun things. And we make it interesting and fun. Tradertainment, Ola Prime style. So thanks for being here.
Yep.
All right. You like that plug, man. Ola Prime
Absolutely.
style.
Absolutely.
That was good, man. I could totally wing that crap, man. Just give me a mic.
God. Yeah, I know. That's all you need.
Shut up.
You're the hype
Shut
man.
up. Can't shut up this guy.
What's the best Black Friday deal that you've seen out there, Darryl? Tell me.
Not many.
The world wants to know.
Not many. I see them, and it's like, well, first of all, most of the stuff that's on sale is like, I don't need it. I already have it or whatever.
Yeah,
I mean, unless I'm buying a gift for someone, but I don't really buy it.
There's nothing that you need.
I'm lazy, and my wife buys all the Christmas gifts for the family, so I'm kind of spoiled. So I don't have to do any of that crap. But yeah, no, I haven't seen anything crazy, honestly. But I haven't been looking.
New pair of boots, new pair of shoes. What do you need?
I mean, I need. I don't know. I always need stuff like that, I suppose. I haven't seen it. I haven't looked for it though. What have you seen? You asked the question, so you must have seen something.
I mean, I think that I think in terms of like technology companies, I mean, I think that a lot of like these TV manufacturers, the computer monitors, the computer space, if you guys really need like anything in the computer space, I think now is a pretty good time to like jump on board, because there's a lot of hardware and equipment that's out there, a lot of inventories that they need to bring down into the end of the year. So I think it's a pretty good time to jump on like a new monitor.
There's some good stuff. Some of those big curved monitors, which I don't have, because I have a bunch of 27 inchers that I mean, it's like I could go and upgrade to the new big curved things, but I don't know, man. I got 5 of these 20. They're all working fine, and like until they break or whatever, what am I going to do with them? But I know like some of the coaches here took advantage of some really awesome Black Friday stuff. I know Tiger got a on bitchin' setup. I think Paul's probably looking to upgrade his CPU. We probably got a good deal. Anything like that you need, those are good deals. I haven't seen a whole lot of other stuff. Automobiles, I'm not in the market for it, but I haven't seen a whole lot of stuff advertised. Have you?
Yeah. No, not really. I think that's kind of, I don't know why. I really don't know why. Yeah, you wouldn't.
I got a letter. I got a letter from the local Cadillac dealer here.
Yes.
That comes. I haven't. I've never bought a Caddy from them or anything. I haven't bought a Cadillac. Actually, I've never.
Yeah, that is the biggest thing happening right now.
But they're like, hey, you're one of our select few. You qualify for like, 0.5% financing on a lease of an Escalade.
Yeah.
But dude, the payments are still.
Yeah. You don't want to lease.
You won't believe. Guess how much do you think the payment is on a not an extra long Escalade, one, just a regular one. Not
what? So like sticker price is $80,000, $90,000, something like that.
No, they're more than that. They're like my sister has one.
So like a base,
the big one. Yeah, no, not base, but not the extra long one. I don't know.
Yeah, so $100,000.
$2,500.
They want $10K down, right?
Lease.
Yeah. $2,500 a month.
Dude, wow, that's crazy.
Guys, I think you could work out a lease on a Ferrari for less.
That's what I'm saying. So I was like, I saw that. I showed my wife. I go, oh, look what came in the mail. Do you want to Escalade? She goes, no, I'm happy with my car. I'm like, I know, I knew what she'd say, but I thought that was pretty steep. I didn't think that was a good deal.
Sure. Yeah. That is pretty tough, especially American made It's an Escalade. Yeah, it's a new body, all that stuff. But I've seen a lot of forums because actually I was thinking about, again, a new car, maybe not something that big. I don't need something like that, but I love the look of it. The new one looks
I love the looks of
fire.
it. I do too. Yeah, I love the looks of it.
Aggressive,
Oh,
hardcore.
yeah.
And but yeah, the price tag is like, ooh, so steep. But that's just how the car manufacturers, the auto manufacturers, have really bet on these high price ticket items that they probably thought people were gonna lease out, and they'd have a lot of.
I wouldn't lease that car though. Like if I wanted that car, it's over 6,000 pounds. I'd buy it and I'd have to do it to the company, and you know what I mean?
Well,
there's other ways to own this stuff.
I know. In terms of that, I think that auto deals are to be had right now for sure. Really, guys, when it comes down to auto deals, they're not going to do like 20% off the MSRP. They're not going to do that. They'll do like 5, maybe 10, depending on the price tag of the car off. But then really the biggest thing that you're going to want to try to throw in if you're looking for a new car is some sort of extended warranty, or like, something with the dealership where you're like, hey, I'll take this car off your hands, but you got to, give me some sort of maintenance repair warranty for like, 50% off. And the dealership covers that cost for you to take the freaking car off their hands, because dealers are massively overrun by inventory. Look at any, Porsche. We were talking about Porsche like a week ago, right?
Yeah, we were. Yep. Icons we were talking about.
Yeah. They made the big bet in TVs. No one really wants them. Obviously, no one really wants them because there's no really incentives anymore to get the EV tax credit, at least from the federal standpoint.
Well, let's do. Sorry to cut you off, but let's do a real quick wrap up, and we can continue this conversation when we get to the futures here.
Hell yes.
With when we get back on, but I do want to say one thing, because we are going to switch streams, because we keep bouncing around a little bit here. So in the chat, guys, make sure you look for Futures Live Day Trading. There's another link to go to for the next session. Paul will be on board, and then I think I'm following up after that. And then Tony comes in, and then all three of us again to wrap up the closing bell on the day. So
yes, sir.
When we switch over here in about 30 seconds or so, make sure you guys go to this link that's in the chat, and you'll be able to not miss a beat, because Paul's going to be kicking it off right there. I'm just looking at these stocks. They're all trading like the ES. Apple's looking great. Apple's just ripping more. Google's kind of off its highs. Tesla's still hanging up there, 7.2%. So those are the big boys there. And we'll be back though. So we'll let Paul take over here. And Tony, it was fun.
Absolutely.
We didn't do enough penny stocks for you. I'm sorry.
Hey, no problem. We'll get them next time.
We'll get them next time.
All right.
See you guys. We'll catch you shortly. We'll be back. Stick around for Paul.
Ola Prime. Trade with transparency.